everybody, I'm Jennette McCurdy from Nickelodeon's iCarly, and I am so excited to be coming to you live from the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. We are right outside the theater where Cirque du Soleil puts on the Beatles' Love 10 times a week, 476 shows a year. And as maybe the world's biggest Cirque fan, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, I am so excited to be bringing you an inside look at Cirque Week 2012. So this is the third Cirque Week, and if you've never been able to see it for yourself, you are definitely missing out. But fear not. Today, we're going to show you what Cirque Week is all about. This year, thousands of fans have come to Cirque Week to attend exclusive events and get a first-hand look behind the scenes of their favorite shows. Fans have a chance to get up close and personal with the performers, the props, and all those awesome costumes. You guys, this is a one-of-a-kind chance to learn the secrets of what it takes to put on these breathtaking shows. And to help unlock some of these secrets for you, we've got an excellent group of people joining us today. We're going to talk with an artistic director, a technical director, several performers, and the star of Believe, magician Chris Angel. Later on, we're also going to take you behind the scenes at Believe, Mystère, and Ka. But first, the movie. Now, as you know, usually seeing a Cirque show requires getting on a plane or spending a long time in the car. It's like a big process. This month, Cirque is actually coming to a theater near you. Cirque du Soleil Worlds Away 3D brings movie audiences into the magic of Cirque for the very first time. The movie was executive produced by James Cameron, who I would say knows a thing or two about making movies, don't you think? So we know that this is going to be great. Take a look at the trailer here.
Everyday life can sometimes seem ordinary. So it's natural to crave something more. To hunger for something that you can't describe. As it turns out, all you have to do is step inside.
Isn't that trailer incredible, you guys? I think it looks amazing. I am joined now by Lou Strope, who, in addition to overseeing the technical aspects of the Beatles' Love, also worked on this incredible movie. Welcome, Lou.
Thank you.
It's so great to have you.
Nice to be here, Jennette.
Can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Well, I am the operations production manager for the Beatles' Love most of the time, and then I got the privilege of being one of the co-producers on Cirque du Soleil's 3D film Worlds Away.
That's so amazing. What was it like working on that movie?
You know, it was an incredible experience. It was great to be part of the creation of a new element of Cirque's catalog, and it was inspiring, but it was also busy and exhausting because we were doing it in the middle of doing, 10 shows a week.
Did you shoot it here?
We shot it at all the theaters, so we went into 6 of the 7 shows, and then the other one participated in another location.
So was there like a green screen put up in each of the theaters or something? Or?
No, we actually wanted it to be as close to being part of the shows as possible. So what we did is we really brought the cameras right into the shows and put them on stage with the artists. And the only green screen happened for the desert scenes because we needed to create a scene.
That's so cool. Were there any like technical difficulties or sort of unexpected challenges that just kind of popped up?
You know, I learned a lot about 3D because you need a lot more light to do 3D than you need to do our regular shows. So we had to relight every show before we shot it for the film, which that's a challenge in and of itself because it's something brand new for the artist. And then of course you've got like a James Cameron on stage with a camera right next to an artist, so that changes things a lot for us.
Wow. Now which would you say is more challenging, the film versus like a live show?
They're different because the film is a short-term challenge, really. It was a year process. But we do shows every day, and so mixing the two is the big challenge, because like you said, we're doing 476 shows a year.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, 10 a week, and then on your 2 days off, or part of a third day even, you're shooting for a couple weeks in a row, so it's really a lot of demand on the artists and the technicians.
I can't imagine. How has the show Love developed through the years?
You know, through the years, Love, it changes with every new artist. Every artist that comes to us brings something new, brings their passion, brings their skills. And so the music stays the same, but then it changes based on the personalities that are in the show. I'm
sure. Do you have like a favorite act or a scene or song or anything in the show?
I love the Beatles music, and I really love the whole show, but the opening to me, I think I come to tears every time I sit in the house and watch the opening. Yeah.
Wow.
Get back.
I saw the show the other day, and like the rollerblading part, that's amazing. What was the construction of that like, and sort of the technical aspect of that element?
Well, you know, it's really a big steel frame with basically plexiglass skate ramp cover.
Oh my
and
goodness.
the trick to it is the skater's learning to skate on it, because usually a skater skates by himself.
Yeah.
And then when you put 3 people coming up behind them, and you have to land in 7.5 feet wide,
All the
that's a
coordination.
big challenge for them, yeah.
Wow, how long did they train for to be able to do that?
Different people train different amounts of time, but it takes everybody a couple weeks to really get into it.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for your time, Lou.
Thanks for having me, I enjoyed it.
Cirque du Soleil Worlds Away 3D is in theaters December 21st. Check out worldsaway3d.com for more information. Now, all week, I've gotten incredible behind-the-scenes access to Cirque shows. On Tuesday, I dropped by Mystere, where Carlos taught me how to drum. The clubs that I'm holding while I was drumming were so heavy, and staying on time and in rhythm, you guys, it's so much harder than it looks. Actually, it looks pretty hard, so it's about that hard. Performing in a Cirque show requires grace, passion, and incredible athleticism. Rochelle showed me the ropes in the bungee training room. Rochelle's passion for her art came out as she taught me how to bounce, flip, and use the trapeze. It was an incredible workout. I had so much fun. Oh my, can you show more bungee? Oh my goodness. It was crazy. You guys, I was so sore the next day when I woke up. Like my lack of abs, I was like exhausted. I couldn't move. I was just completely just burnt out. Yesterday, I got to spend some time in Ka's decadent wardrobe and makeup departments. Take a look at this. You guys, we are backstage at Ka. I'm here with Eric. Eric, can you tell us a little bit about what you do here at the show?
Absolutely. I am the head of wardrobe for Ka, which is the Cirque du Soleil show here at MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And my department takes care of all these amazing, gorgeous costumes that we have in our show.
How many costumes are involved in Ka?
In Ka, we have over 10,000 pieces active in the show. For one performance, we use about 1,600 pieces each night. I don't know if you noticed, but we also have plaster heads of all of the artists in the show. Get a plaster made of their head. One stays in Montreal. We get a duplicate of it here. This is so we can fit head pieces without having to call the artist in. And in Montreal, all of the head pieces are custom made to each artist on their own plaster head.
Sure. What are most of the costumes made of in order for acrobats and things, for them to be able to do whatever they need to do?
Right, clearly a lot of it is spandex. Not everything on our show, it depends on the act and what they have to do in it, but yes, in general, most acrobats are gonna need a spandex. And one unique thing that Cirque does that most people don't do when they're building a unitard out of spandex is we typically put the greatest stretch going around the body. Oh. They put the greatest stretch going up and down because when you have contortionists or people that are bending in odd ways, they want that greatest stretch going up and down.
Interesting.
Yeah, little trade secret there.
Wow.
So all of the artists here at Cirque do apply their own makeup. We have these really amazing tools that we teach them with. So this is called a step-by-step. We use this to teach an artist. We will have at least 3 teachings with them.
Wow.
Sometimes more, because a lot of times this is the first time they've touched a makeup brush.
Yeah.
They're usually gymnasts, acrobats, so they've never done makeup in their life. The makeups take anywhere from 60 minutes for what we call troupe maison, which is the spearman look in the show. Okay. Up to 2 hours for some of our principal characters. Wow. It's a zen moment. You have to find peace with it.
Yeah, exactly. I've attempted Cirque makeup actually numerous times, like different characters and things, and it is just very hard. I've tried though.
Well, maybe after today, after Kathleen's magic hands.
I'm going to be very attentive.
Yes.
Just really be on it. I am ready to have the Empress costume makeup applied to me by the beautiful Miss Kathleen. It's nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you as well. Welcome to Ka.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do here at the show?
Well, I'm the artistic makeup supervisor actually for all 7 shows here in Las Vegas. So my job is to help when the new performers come to join the show. I'm the eyes and the hands of the makeup designer in her absence. So I'll do their makeup, create the document that I think Eric showed you earlier, the step-by-step. We teach them how to do their makeup, and hopefully then they're off to a long, fabulous career of performing.
Kathleen, can you give me a little step-by-step of what you're going to be doing on my face today?
Absolutely. You want the Cliff Notes version?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in order to turn you into our Empress, our queen, by the way, I think this is going to be super, super cute on you.
I can't wait.
First, the thing that takes the most time that I will spend the most care with is getting the white shape down. Because it needs to be super opaque, and it needs to be really precise, because all the other shapes and everything that happens after that is based on that.
Okay.
So we'll do the white, we'll start to strike the shape of the eyes, we'll do the eyebrows, we'll set everything with powder, and then we'll come back layering over what I've already done, but with the dry powders and eyeshadows and pigments, so that we really, really start to see the intensity and the vibrancy.
Oh my goodness, this is the best. Wow. And you know what's crazy? None of this hurt, even the slightest bit. Like, none of the fake eyelashes, none of the, any brush, anything. It was all like clouds. Clouds in the face.
Have you ever played an Empress before?
No. This is a first.
Okay.
Look, you guys, look at this. It's like a big cannoli, but it's empty. This Empress is now ready for the throne. I gotta say, spending a day as an Empress was maybe my favorite thing in the entire world. I am joined now by Cathy Renaud, Senior Director of Show Quality for Cirque. She actually started as a dancer in Mystère and is now overseeing the artistic content of 4 shows. Cathy, it's so nice to have you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
What was it like to be part of the creative team for The Beatles' Love?
It was an incredible opportunity, you know. I've done creations with the company before, but this one was very unique in the sense of with the music, obviously, and the Beatles, of being at such close proximity.
Yeah.
Working alongside Giles Martin as well, and watching him work and how he fine-tuned like the music and the remixing and everything. It was really a spectacular experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was Love different or more challenging from your past Cirque experiences?
Well, Love was the first show that didn't have a live band.
Sure.
So that was definitely a very different and unique change of work, because we're used to working with live music and the musicians.
Totally.
And being able to, you know, fine-tune some musical sequences and so on.
Yeah.
And so it was very different in that perspective.
I imagine everything has to be like very precise because it has to be on with the music and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about your job? I think it seems so cool what you do.
Thank you. I would say that the first thing is the environment. Like, I don't take that for granted at all. Like, I know that I'm really lucky to be in an environment which is so creative and artistic and fun.
Yeah.
And also, it's the people that we work with, the artists who come from all different places of the world.
Yeah.
And the support staff, you know, like stage management and everything. So we have like quite an eclectic mix of people that,
Yeah.
to say the least, right? That really make it spectacular.
What's your favorite show that you work on?
Well, actually...
Can you say?
I have to say, it's not a show that I work on, it's a show that I've been in with Mystère. It still holds a special place in my heart.
I love Mystère.
It's not one of the shows I oversee, but
Yeah.
whenever I go back and see it, it just brings me right back to, you know, those many years ago when I was working on the show.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Cathy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That sounds like the coolest job ever. Thank you so much for spending the time with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
4 years ago, Cirque du Soleil teamed up with Magician of the Century, Chris Angel, for the groundbreaking show, Believe. On Wednesday, I got to spend some time at Believe, including the chance to sit down with the astonishing illusionist himself and his new haircut. Take a look at Chris Angel.